Hello and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Farbood Javadzadeh. Today's date is August the 2nd, and I will be doing a supportive counseling interview for my supporting counseling course for Seneca Polytechnique. Before I begin, I would like to thank my participant Mary for coming in for me today and to support me for my course and this interview. Hi Mary, how you doing?
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for having me, Farbod. Yeah,
I really appreciate having you, and I really appreciate your time.
thank you so much. You're
Would you
welcome.
would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do
Yeah,
for
sure.
living?
Yeah, sure. My name is Mary Woods. I am working for Foodlands as customer service, and the duration so far is 3 years.
Thank you for sharing this information, Mary.
You're welcome.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and go forward with our interview. Um, just to let you know, I'm a student from Seneca College, as I mentioned, and there may be some times where I might pause this interview and to ask maybe different questions. If there's anything that doesn't reflect with what you mean or you feel uncomfortable with, please let me know and I will stop at any time.
Sure. Thank you.
Everything we are going to discuss today will be completely confidential within the limits of law. If you were to tell me that someone is in immediate danger, um, that child is being abused or neglected, or there is another situation where I have legal duty to report, I would need to share that information. And otherwise, anything else will stay between us. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you so
Understand.
much, Miss. And we're gonna start with some questions from you. Um, what is there anything that you would like to specifically talk about to us today, or to start with today?
Um, just a little bit stressed and busy in my mind about the workloads that I have in my workplace. I want to talk about that.
Okay, that's very good. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
After being here as customer service after for 3 years, um, there are some pressure and workloads that is beyond the time limit and my capacity to do it in the time frame that I'm working there.
I understand. And how long has this been going on for you in general?
Um, as I said, it is like 3 years that I'm working here, but this is like recently in like almost a year that it is happening.
Okay, so it's not a really short time. This has been going on for some time.
Yeah.
And what is the hardest part about this experience that you're feeling?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't feel that I am appreciated. I try to cope with whatever that I'm asked for and do my best because I know any job has its own challenges, but I try to cope and submit whatever has to be done. But I don't feel appreciated enough physically or mentally, so I can't be productive after work. So that is the main case that I'm a little bit concerned about.
It is, and it is absolutely concerning what you're mentioning. How has these issues affected you outside of work?
Um, it makes me a little bit overwhelmed, tired, physically, mentally. So if I want to start any other task or like exercising or anything, it's make me a little bit overwhelmed, so I cannot start that one. So it would be a little bit challenge for me.
I understand. So you're feeling frustrated because no matter how much effort you feel like you're putting in,
Yeah,
it doesn't seem to be recognized. It doesn't seem like anybody is seeing that necessarily.
that's true.
It
Yeah,
is. It does sound like a feeling of being overwhelmed, or maybe a little bit of disappointment. You would say from the workplace.
that's correct. And plus, and it was always was underpaid, and it was not appreciated, as I said, verbally or negotiation for any kind of improvement, or so nothing happens. It is just expectations that's towards me, so that make me a little bit frustrated.
Absolutely, I can relate to those feelings when I look into my own experiences as well. Um, Out of everything we are discussing right now, what out of the two, maybe the problems I've been discussing with you, which one do you think feels the most important one to focus on right now for this interview?
um,
Which
it
issue is
is
the most important?
um, you know what, technically it is just the part of the mentally, because um, when I am mentally under pressure, so I would not be able to bring up the situation and talk about that. So I would like to be able to solve the problem first of all. So technically, it is the mental part of that.
Okay, I see. So it's basically the mental part for you to feel comfortable communicating
That's
with
correct.
certain people of higher power at your workplace.
That's correct.
Is that
Yeah.
true?
That's correct.
Yes. So I would say we can focus on the communication with your supervisor. May feel like the
That's
biggest
great.
biggest concern of our interview today.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Perfect. That's very nice. And what does speaking up to your supervisor may mean to you?
It's I want to practice to overcome this kind of situation, and to be able to solve the problem in the best way and make a nice and productive relationship with my supervisor. It is human to human, and I want to be accountable and reliable, which I try to be, and so that is the most important part, that I want to have the best way of the communication with my supervisor.
Okay, so you're basically afraid of bringing up certain subjects because you're afraid something might happen um, if you do it.
I'm afraid that there is no mutual understanding, which I can have negative outcome, which can cause hurting the relationship or misunderstanding. So that is the main part that I'm afraid of, and I want to bring up the way that there is no miscommunication in this regard.
Absolutely correct. Then that makes complete sense. Thank you so much. And another thing I would like to discuss with you is what does being or feeling respected at work mean to you? Or what do you think about it?
Um, Understand the steps of the work, um, and expectations, as a human, like in the time that we are working, um, expectations adjusted to the to the workplace environment and practically
Okay.
and tangible,
Okay.
not
Tangible,
and
yeah.
realistic. Do you know what I'm saying? But when it is beyond that, it is overwhelming and. And it is hard to explain it. So it wonders me that how come they are expect me to do something that it is beyond a human.
Beyond your limits, you would say. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
What do you think makes feeling appreciated so important at workplace?
If the supervisor see like with detail to the job, so they would notice the details, and technically they should have a good relationship and bring it up and somehow get a bonus or mention it or you just say it.
Absolutely.
So it means that, so I understand that I have been seen properly and I have been appreciated even verbally, when they say that, okay, we see that there are lots of workload and we appreciate blah blah blah. So that make me a little bit feeling that, oh, that's great. So whatever that I am putting in here, it has been seen and it has been appreciated. So it gives me a much better feeling afterward. Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. Now we're gonna take a look at some different questions that I had from you here. In your outside of your home, in your home, who is the person that supports you the most? Would you say, like whether it's family, friends, who is the best person that supports you outside the workplace?
Yeah, that's a good question. I have a group of friends that we have a book club together, so we are reading books and discuss about the books, like psychologically, mentally, everything that comes up for everybody. So they bring it up. So they are a good circle of people that I can trust, and they give me a good advice and tips so I can deal with problems.
Absolutely. Have you ever faced a problem like this before this problem ever in your life?
I can say yes, but not that much strong. But somehow, yeah.
So okay.
So looks like in the places that I have the experience, there are like expectations is increasing, no matter what.
Day by day, it feels like
Yeah.
it doesn't get better, right?
It goes up, up and up. Yeah.
Absolutely, and it's out of control for sure. Now I'm gonna talk about a little bit of strengths and resources that you have to find out a little bit more about you. What I'm gonna start with is there anything in your background, family, or culture or values that has helped you stay strong and get through the days? You have told me, even though work has been difficult for you, you have continued to work every day. What has helped you keep going in this?
Yeah, definitely. There are different aspects of my large family, like a
Oh, a large family. It
yeah,
was.
there's a large
Okay.
family, lots of brothers, sisters, a background. So help me to understand the situations, because negotiation is a very important part of any cases that happens, and talking about that and disclosing the situation create an environment that everybody can understand each other much better. So I try to to tell my manager that what is going on clearly. If they don't see any part of that, so they would be aware of whatever is going on and all the steps clearly. So I think that part is the part that makes huge role in my situation.
Thank you so much. Another question I have from you is, what personal strengths do you think you have at the moment, or have gained through the years in your life, with your family, and from your culture? Do you think you're strong in any cases, and or if there's a specific case, you could be more stronger?
Like, can you be more specific about your question? Sorry.
Like, what I mean is, like, any specific skill, socially or even physically, that you have that has been keeping you going in life.
Physically, that is a good point. Physically, I try to be active, do exercises, keep myself strong. So, technically, don't be weak when I'm doing any task. So, be upright and be a good example for others also.
Okay.
And about the relationship, being clearly described about the situation, and having verbally interaction with others to mutually understand each other, so to avoid any misunderstanding and put everything in a right way, I can say.
Perfect. What is a one realistic step you can take this week to make a change, for your workplace? I would say this week. What can you do? What step can you take?
I think the communication, but
Okay.
yeah. So the best thing is communication, and saying that where we are with my manager, and where I am standing, where he is standing, and where is the situation, what is going on in the situation.
Thank you so much. And another question that I have from you is, how confident are you from 1 to 10 that you can do this?
6, I can say.
Okay, 6. So there's still a little bit of doubt,
A little bit, yeah.
but it's still, there's a lot of hope, which is good.
Of course, yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you. And what do you think can get you one step higher and move you to a 1 point higher than what you are at the moment?
Because of the background that I have with dealing with people, and as I said, like the family background and work background, I try to have a better like communication, so I can work on that one to have a better effective communication to solve the issue.
Perfect. To find the right way to communicate. Absolutely
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
May I share with you something that I have noticed in this interview
Yeah,
between us?
sure, yeah.
On one hand, you have said it's important that your supervisor understands how overwhelmed and tired you are from this workplace. But on the other hand, you said that you are afraid to bring it up. How does those two fit together for you? Or how can you manage those two together?
Yeah, that is the case, because I'm a little bit stressed, but feel more confident that I can start like taking a small steps. But first of all, as I said, is misunderstanding that I'm afraid of, and the second is risking on my position, because you know after 3 years you feel that you are standing in one position, and if the conversation doesn't go the way that you think about your estimated, you're a little bit feel that the position is under risk. So that is the case.
Thank you so much, Mary. Today, in general, in this last 20 minutes, we discussed about your workload, your stress that you have been experiencing, and the goal of having a respectful conversation with your supervisor.
That's true.
You identified your persistence and reliability as strengths, and your first step is to request a private meeting. Did I summarize this accurately, Mary?
That's absolutely right. Yeah.
Thank you very much. How are you feeling right now compared to the beginning of our conversation?
Having the conversation with you and talking about the stresses and the workload and the obstacles that is happening right now, I'm a little bit stressed, as I said, but a little bit more confident, and that I can start taking small steps to communicate better and more efficiently, hopefully, to overcome the situation.
Thank you very much, Mary, for your time and how open you were in my interview experience today.
Thank you so much for having
you
me
very
and
much.
helping me in this matter.
Anytime, and I really appreciate it. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.